I was born in Pittsburgh. There are 6 Hall of Fame quarterbacks that are all within a 30, 40-mile radius to Pittsburgh that were born in Pittsburgh. 6 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Give me 4 of the 6 if you
Joe
can.
Namath.
That's 1.
Let's go. Come on, man. Pick it up.
There's some easy ones, too.
Yeah.
Joe Namath.
Dan Marino.
2.
Let's go. Where are you at?
I'm thinking.
Jim Kelly.
Hey, we got 3. Number 16.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
Dang it.
That's 4. 2 more. They're old. You guys. Well, I wasn't even born when they played.
The Bears, George Blanda. Excuse me, George Blanda.
George Blanda. No, you're right.
Yeah.
And one more. Probably they consider one of the greatest oldies.
The Indianapolis Johnny Unitas guy. Yeah.
You're cheating.
No.
You are too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you Googled that.
Yeah, he did.
Google it. Yeah. I was wondering why he was on his phone.
He went from none to always spitting them out. I'm like,
Hey, shout out to my guy Thomas over there. I had you going for a minute. What's up, everybody? I'm Peanut Tillman, and this is the NFL Players Second Acts podcast. And with me, as always, is my trusty co-host, Roman I Am Cold Harper.
I am cold. I'm not lying. I am cold.
I love it.
It's like I'm freezing. But here, get straight to our guest. We got a great one here, man. A great legend. I grew up watching this man, him lead his team, not only in college, but also in the NFL for many, many years.
He led his team to 4 Super Bowls. He's a cancer survivor. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's raised millions of dollars in cancer research. Ladies and gentlemen,
he's also the pride of East Brady, Pennsylvania.
Woo!
You know what I mean?
Going to finish it.
He is the pride of East Brady, Pennsylvania. Our guest today, quarterback extraordinaire of the K-Gun, Jim Kelly. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
That's interesting. You say East Brady, Pennsylvania, where I grew up with. And people always say, what were you drinking back then? I go, our parents conceived us drinking Iron City beer.
That's it. Iron City beer.
So,
my goodness. I love that.
Go get me some of that. They still make it?
Of course
good. I might have to go get me a 6-pack.
What's it like being in Canton for Hall of Fame weekend?
Probably it's a dream I never had.
Yeah.
Growing up as a little boy in Pennsylvania again, I always dreamed about playing the NFL like most guys, most kids do. I mean, I was one of those little kids that, I put number 12 on my shirt, Terry Bradshaw on the field. I was Joe Namath off the field.
Okay. I love that.
Figure that one out, okay?
Hey, I like that.
I just remember in 2002 when I remember being at the Super Bowl with my dad, my high school football coach, and my 5 brothers in a hotel room, waiting to see if I was going to get a phone call if I was going to be picked, first ballot Hall of Famer. I wasn't sure because when you went to 4 Super Bowls, and we went 4 in a row. It wasn't like we did one here, one there. We would get 4 in a row. Yep. I wasn't sure if that would keep me from being the first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, I had all the, people tell me different things, and I didn't know. But when they picked me that day, the celebration that me and my 5 brothers and my dad had, it was something that I will remember for the rest of my life. Yeah. And then, of course, because of that day, my son was born. I had a son born on my birthday, Valentine's Day. It was a dream, having him play football just like Daddy did, having my football camp and all these things. And I remember the day that I was inducted in August, I remember standing on the podium and doing my speech, and I looked over at my son, and I knew that he would never, because he was disabled. He had couldn't walking, talking, smiling, eating, everything. He didn't have any motor skills, and the average life was only 14 months. And my son at that time, when I was inducted, he was 5 years old, and he lived to be 8.5, which is awesome. But it was my dream. And then I remember my first day going into the Hall of Fame, And, you know, all the guys you looked up to. I walked into that room and I saw Roger Staubach, Bob Greasy. I mean, of course, I'm a quarterback. You know, you see Joe Nate, but, you know, Dick Butkus. I mean, guy used to rip Deacon Jones.
Deacon Jones. The guy that was before the sack was created.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, you got that right. But just walking in that room and seeing all these guys, you're like, wow, am I really a part of this?
Yes.
And because, like I said before, I dreamt about going to the NFL. I never dreamt about being in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I mean, I grew up in Pittsburgh. I mean, I saw Steelers win all those Super Bowls, you know, Franco and Jack Lambert and Mean Joe Green, and I could go on and on. And here I was being one of them, and never in a million years I'd ever thought.
You know, you talked about going to 4 Super Bowls, and you guys unfortunately didn't win any.
I'm over 2 in mine.
But the longer we've gotten away from that, the losses, because we talked to Andre Reed, it's amazing how many Bills and the rest of the NFL, it's almost like we actually give you guys more credit now than ever before because we haven't had it again. You guys went to 4 straight. And so it's like the longer we get away from that, it's almost you guys get more and more respect. And I think it makes you guys just that much more special to have that group. All you guys are in the Hall of Fame together. How special is that? Understanding that part of it, looking at it from that lens.
Oh, without a doubt. And I think you said it right, because the further we're removed from there, the people that understand how hard it was to get back to one. I mean, there's guys like Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon, never been to a Super Bowl. And to do what we did is amazing. And the thing is, there's no doubt that especially people that play competitive sports, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever, knowing how to get to the finals, get to that championship game, everybody, I mean, that's everybody's dream. Everybody wants to win it, of course. I get that. So did I. But to be able to get back there and do the way we did it, never ever giving up the resiliency that we had, the leadership that we had in our locker room, and having the head coach like we did Marv Levy, oh my gosh, there's no doubt that I think people look back on it now and say, even they've been doing it for a number of years now, but it's an amazing feat that we had.
As far as the Hall of Fame, how much pride do you take in not being in the Hall of Fame, but actually changing the Hall of Fame in the way we do the production here? All right. And that is because you actually invited 1,200 people to the Hall of Fame. The current record before you was 460. You shattered it. So now we have it in a stadium because of the Jim Kelly. What kind of pride do you take in that statement?
I've had more people tell me that again, and I get it. Bills Mafia. It was not Bills Mafia when I played. It was just Bills fans. And we knew personally, I knew the way the Buffalo celebration, I knew the way they were. And when I got inducted on the first ballot, the people in the city, how they were talking, and we contacted the Hall of Fame. I didn't. My brother did. And said, you know what? I don't think you're going to want to have this celebration on the steps because there ain't going to be enough room. And so they moved it to the stadium, and it's been at the stadium. And yeah, it makes me feel good because I was the first one to do it.
Most people don't even know 1,200 people. And I'm glad. How many? They all showed up.
You just saw the bill. I didn't make Josh Allen money.
500 rooms. I think you had to book 500.
I don't know how many rooms it was, but I'll tell you what, that check was a big one. But you know what? It was worth every single penny.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna flip it off of that, and I want to get into a Marty Lyons.
Oh yeah, giving him the business.
Giving him the business.
Call that one against. Personal foul. We'll pick this up on number 99 of the defense. After he tackled the quarterback, he's giving him business down there. That's a 15-yard penalty. Giving him the business, but
well, you saw right there what Marty Lyons is all about.
Somebody just sent that to me the other day.
Somebody sent it to you?
Yeah.
It might have been one of the funniest intros or descriptions I've ever heard a ref give. He was giving him the business. So the way he says it, because we had him on the pod, right? And he goes, yeah, he's like to have this, like this nail, and he used to keep one nail, and he used to like to try to flick it. He used to like to get that spin on the ball. So for PG or whatever, like, give me your how you remember it.
I was just saying, I know the whole thing because Marty, I don't know if he told you this part, he was ticked off because the official, if you listen to what the official said, number 99, giving him the business. Marty Lyons' number is 93. He was pissed that they gave it to Mark Gastineau and didn't give it to him. And, he got on top of me. And then when everybody started pounding on, I wind up rolling over top of him. But I had my hands on his face mask.
Okay.
And I put my hand through his face mask. When I did, I hit his face. I cut him. I was messing with him. I go, Marty, by the way, is who came out bloody? You did, not me. I say that good because I got to know Marty Lyons very well and Joe Klecko, who is now in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Yeah. And Joe always tells a story about, first time I played against Kelly, they had it first and goal at the 1 yard line. I thought, this is a good time for me to jump off sides and knock that out of him. And he said, what are they going to do, penalize me 8 inches? Back in the day, they don't care. You can't, when you're going to move the football 8 inches closer to the goal line, but I can get a good boom on him. And he got a good boom on me. I saw some stars. But I came back, and I kept, because I heard my brothers in the stand yelling, get up! Don't let him know that he hurt you. Okay?
So were your brothers older or younger?
3 older. It's interesting because my dad was a steel worker in Pittsburgh, and he had 3 boys. And he told my mother, no more kids. And my mother said, oh, no, we're going to give her one more try for a girl. So they did. They had me. Now there's 4 boys.
Okay.
And Dad's like, no more kids. I'm having problems feeding these guys as it is. And my mother, being a stubborn, feisty Irish woman, she goes, oh, no, we're going to give her one more try for a girl. Twin boys.
Oh, no.
No, we got 6. And, of course, my dad wound up winning. They wind up stopping at 6 boys, no girls.
I love that.
Oh,
twin boys.
I mean, golly, I don't even know what to say. I won't say anything. But that's like the worst. If I'm your dad, I'm just like, dude, just like I wanted 3.
I just got 6 cigarettes in my mouth at one time. Just smoking like, 6. Dude. I'm smoking 6 cigarettes at one time. Like, well, I'll be
oh boy, you know what the best part about it? To be honest with you guys. I have my 5 brothers and me. We're the closest family can possibly get.
I love that.
They're all, thank God, they're all still alive. And we have a Christmas party every July at I have a nice big lodge in upstate New York, out in the country. And they come every year. Now there's about 36 Kellys that come because all my nieces and nephews, now my nieces and nephews have kids. Yeah. And now the grandkids, and now I got one coming, which I already have my grandson now. So we had one more, but our family is the closest you can possibly get. And even more than that is all my sister-in-laws get along.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So talk about your coach turning 100. What do you guys plan on doing with him tomorrow?
We'll go for a walk with him. Yeah. He's just the most amazing man. And just to listen, I sat at the Ray Nitschke luncheon. Me, Thurman, Andre, Bill Polian, James Lofton, we all sat at the table with him, and he got up and gave us, 2 cents, and he's just the most amazing man. The sayings that he has, and of course, I've been hit upside my head too many times to remember them all, but he was the most amazing man, and I can remember, guys, and this is no lie, Coach Levy, after we lost our 3rd Super Bowl, going into that training camp and going into the 4th one, which, of course, we start from scratch again. Yep. I knew that Bruce and Thurman and Andre, all those guys, I knew that they would bust their ass working, lifting weights and everything, get ready. But mentally, I wasn't sure. Because all the negativity you hear on the offseason, we don't want the Buffalo Bills, not you guys again. And I didn't know what their mindset was going to be. First day in training camp, Marv gets up and talks. After that talk that he gave, we were ready to go. Our motto then was, let's piss everybody off. Let's go back for 4. And we did. Even though we didn't win it, but having a head coach that's able to pull all of us together, and for us, even before those Super Bowls, being able to put our egos to the side, because we got a lot of egos on our team, including myself. Bruce Thurman, Andre, Cornelius Bennett, Darryl Talley. I can go on and on, but we pulled it all together, but it's because of Marv Levy, our head coach, and what he's been able to do.
I looked back on that thing because we knew you guys were coming. And the one thing, because I was a younger man when when you guys were on your run, I had no idea how much, well, it wasn't called swag at the time, but you guys showed up in Miami, shades on. You guys were rolling through. It didn't look like a team.
You mean when we played the Dolphins?
Yeah. It looked like you guys were just like this different team. And I just had no idea that you guys had that much personality. I guess because
it was swag before swag was a word.
And
very well put.
And the media didn't cover teams like the way they cover teams now.
Thank God.
You guys were
no social media, no phones.
You guys were out there, and I can only imagine what that was like being around that locker room. Maybe give us a good story or something that really puts in perspective who that team was and what their personality was.
It was like we're all one. It was weird because no matter, I mean, we were very superstitious, or at least I know I was, and some of my O-line was. I mean, I used to throw up before every single game, and my offensive line would not allow me to leave the locker room until I was done throwing up. And they're like, okay, we're ready to go now. But we always used to do it. Like Steve Tasker and myself, we used to walk out together to pregame. Mm-hmm. And then when we come back to the locker room, I walked out with my O-line every single game. And the thing is, the times, probably the best things that we had going for us, when we were winning all these games, I started getting worried about my teammates going downtown Buffalo, drinking and driving.
Yeah.
And even though most of them got rides, so I started having parties at the end, after the games. Mm-hmm. I had them at my house. And I was only about 7 minutes from the stadium. So what they would they would go to a restaurant called Ilio DiPaolo's, or like Bruce, his favorite was Chef's. And after that, they would come over. And I say, guys, bring your wives, bring your girlfriends, bring your family. If you have your family in from out of town, bring them over to my house. I'd have 100, 150 people in my basement, win or lose. And what we would do is after the game was over, everybody went to dinner. I would go home and we'd get the bar ready and everything ready to go for every guys come over. I had a bouncer at the door. And if you weren't supposed to be there, you weren't getting into my house. And he would come in, but what we would do is everybody had assigned seats. Not so much saying you're sitting there, but we knew what seats we were sitting in, and we would watch the game. We watched a game we just played. The guy that did the filming of the game would bring it over on the VHSs.
Yeah.
And he put it in, and we would watch, and we fast forward through some places that weren't very good. But we watched the whole game, and everybody around us, the family, were all around us. I'd say between 100 and 150 people every single home game.
See, that simple thing right there
wins games.
It's to me, that's the sole reason why you guys went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
We were a family. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you can talk to people that won it, but they're not as close.
Yeah.
Our team not only weren't close, we still are close.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, what Bruce is going through, and then when I was in the hospital, my cancer battle, Bruce and Thurman, all the guys would come into the hospital, and because I remember when they gave me less than 2% chance to live, they stage 4 cancer. When they left the room, they all said, that's probably the last time we're going to see him. The Lord had different plans for me. I mean, my motto was, it is now. I might have lost 4 Super Bowls, but I kicked cancer's butt 4 times. So
there you go.
I just pray to God I don't have to do it 5 times.
There you go.
That's awesome. I love that. I got one for you. What was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Well, which shit you were talking about?
I'm talking about.
Welcome. I remember when one time I got really cold cocked big time, and I forget who it was. He stood over me and said, boy, this is not the USFL. I'm like, yes, sir. I didn't really say yes, sir. I had some other kind words for him, but boy, he knocked the hell out of me. But the best part about being part of the NFL was, I remember the first game I ran out, I looked up and I saw Mom and Dad. And I knew what we, as having 6 boys and not having much, I mean, there's many Christmases. I mean, we lived in Pittsburgh, snow. Our gloves were white socks. That's we get shoes that we wore playing basketball that had holes in the bottom. We had no money.
Right.
We were bad off. And I knew when I looked up and I saw mom and dad up and anything, I knew that it was time for them to kick back, relax, and enjoy life it was supposed to be. We put mom and dad through enough that they deserved to kick back. And unfortunately, thank God my dad was able to enjoy, but my mother had emphysema, and she suffered. She was on oxygen 24 hours a day, but we were still able to love her and have her there all the time with us. We made sure she went to the games, the home games, and she never made it to a Super Bowl because she said she was too nervous. She could not be a mother and stand there and not be able to walk around and watch her son get the heck beat up.
Yeah, and don't put her through that. Don't put her through that.
I didn't.
Okay, good. I want to talk to you about your charitable work. I think what you've been able to do. You've been I tell Peanut all the time. I learned this from somebody. It's like once you're affected by something, you'll become an advocate for it. And I want to talk about all your charitable work that you've done for cancer research and beating cancer. You've raised millions and millions of dollars. And how much pride and joy do you take in that? And share with us emotionally, like, where are you at with that?
Well, to be honest with you, most of the money I've raised has been for my son's foundation called Hunter's Hope. Mm-hmm. He had a disease called Krabbe leukodystrophy, and what it does, it affects the white matter in your brain, and what the white matter does, it controls all your motor skills. Mm-hmm. Everything you take for granted every day, the movement of your arms, your legs, your hearing, your sight, your swallowing. These children do not have any of those motor skills. And the average life is about 14 months. And I can honestly say my son lived to be 8.5 years old. And then, of course, the Kelly for Kids Foundation, I raise money for every year about 40 to 45 charities in Western New York. And the ones that don't have any money, the Boys and Girls Clubs. I mean, 40, 50 charities, they get between 5,000 and 10,000, 15,000, depends on what they get. But that's what I've been doing since 1987. And I continue to do it, and the people I have here. And of course, the cancer part, I do a lot with Jimmy V and helping them. Every year we go on radio and do it with ESPN. Yep. And I try to get them to raise as much money because I get it. I understand how important cancer is nowadays. And as we all well know, when everybody knows somebody. That has it, probably more than one person, probably a bunch of them. And the thing is as long as you can go there and be a difference maker, that's what it's about. I came up with a saying, make a difference today for someone who's fighting for their tomorrow, because there's so many people out there that are fighting every day for their life. And there's a lot of people that are looking to give up on their life. But if you can be that difference maker, you don't have to be a Hall of Fame quarterback or a celebrity artist or whatever the case may be to be that difference maker. You guys are doing a great job of being a difference maker too. And it's just not me. It's so many people that put your heart, mind, and soul into being that difference maker for that person out there that was ready to give up.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that.
Appreciate that, Jim.
Successful life, great career in the NFL Hall of Famer. Mount Rushmore, you get 4 picks to put people that have helped you become the man you are today. You get 4 picks on Mount Rushmore. Who would those 4 people be?
Oh, boy. Mount Rushmore. Well, number 1, my dad. Number 2, my high school football coach. As a matter of fact, he just passed away about 3 months ago, 75. I took him to 32 Super Bowls. I took him all over the world. He was my best friend. Mm-hmm. Oh, and wow. So it'd be Terry Henry, Joe Kelly, which is my father, Marv Levy, without a doubt, because you got to understand, Marv allowed me to call all my plays. I called all my plays in my last 6 years in the NFL. And if he wouldn't have allowed that to happen, I probably wouldn't be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame now, because he allowed me to do that. But I also knew that I had James Lofton, Andre Reed. I had Thurman Thomas behind me. I had a hell of an offensive line. So I've been very blessed. And then the 4th one, wow, that's a tough one. Maybe I'll put it this way. This is an interesting, quick story. Howard Schnellenberger. He was my college coach.
Yeah, Miami.
I remember where I'm from, Pittsburgh, you're either Pitt or Penn State. Well, I was a Penn State Nittany Lion. I wanted to go there. And I thought I did enough to show Joe Paterno that I could play quarterback. Well, unfortunately, he told me that they didn't want me as a quarterback anymore. They got the quarterbacks they want. So they said, but we'll give you a scholarship, but as a linebacker. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I don't want to play linebacker. I mean, I was being recruited to play linebacker, but I wanted to play quarterback. So again, fast forward. Now I go to Miami. I signed with the University of Miami. Now we're traveling as a freshman quarterback, up to Penn State to take on Penn State. They're like, I don't know, 8-1, and we're 3-6. We're horrible, and I'm the backup. I'm sitting at pregame meal, as you guys well know. Pregame meal, I get a tap on my shoulder. I turn around, I look up, it's Coach Schnellenberger. He goes, son, come with me. I need to speak with you. I'm like, oh, no, what did I do wrong? Remember, I went to the University of Miami, Florida. We had a lot of fun down there. And I'm thinking, walking away from him, what the heck is he calling me out for? He said, son, I decided you're starting today. I go, what? He goes, I decided you deserve the opportunity. You're starting today. Get ready. First thing I did was, I said, Coach, I need to go to the bathroom. I went in there, I threw up all over. And I came back out. We wind up upsetting them. We beat them 26-10. The following week we're playing Alabama, and freshman sensation Jim Kelly taking on the undefeated Alabama Crimson Tide. I was 3 for 15, 3 interceptions, and I got knocked out cold in the third quarter. My first 4 starts were against Penn State, Alabama, Notre Dame, and Florida.
Wow.
Those 4 were my first. And I came from a little small town, 800 people, no traffic lights, 65 in my graduating class, 28 on my football team. And here, those are my 4 starts. And Howard Schnellenberger pulled me aside as a freshman and told me I'm going to start. And that was the change of my life.
Man,
I love that.
That's awesome.
Those are 4 pretty damn good ones.
That is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I want to get you out of here because I know we got to go, but I would be sad if I let you walk out of here and I don't ask you this. You said you called all the plays.
Yes.
All right. How did you keep Thurman Thomas and everybody else happy? Like when I'm calling the plays, like I kind of want to shine. I want to throw it. How did you decide, you know what? All right, let me feed. Because Thurman had to get his touches.
Yeah, but hold it. But did you know who won MVP of the league? Guess who called the plays? Me. Thurman got MVP. Thurman had 1,000 yards rushing. Oh, trust me. That's one of the things. He
was a great catcher, too, out of the backfield.
Here's the thing with Thurman. And the thing about him was when I played quarterback, it did not matter if my backside. I knew Thurman mentally. He knew where to block, who to block. So I never had to worry about him. And the big thing, the only guy that I always had to talk to, Andre. Andre, I swear to God. That's Steve Tasker, James Laughlin. Andre's favorite saying was, right here, bro, right here. I told him we've been doing no, right here, bro, right here. I go, bro, it was a freaking running play. I was wide open, though. I go, yeah, it was a running play.
Right here, bro.
But he was that good. I get it. I mean, Andre led the league. I mean, the guy was amazing. James Lofton was amazing. Thurman Thomas behind. I knew one thing that I did not do. I was never selfish. I never, when we got down inside the 5-yard line, it wasn't like I'm going to throw the ball or something.
Yeah.
The reason we were so, I knew I wanted to get in the end zone. I don't care how we get there. Run, pass. If I knew that getting in the end zone was running the football, I was running the ball. I'm never going to name names because I've seen it before happen. That a lot of some quarterbacks would rather throw it. Yeah, of course you'd rather throw it. But for me, it was, let's get in the end zone. That's all it counts because we're going to win by getting that ball right there. Instead of kicking a field goal, we're going to run it into the end zone. So
thank you.
I've been very blessed.
Great story. I appreciate that explanation.
Thank you.
But no, we appreciate you coming on the podcast, blessing us. These were amazing stories, and I think the best story you blessed us with was your locker room. Yeah. And after every game, you guys were family, and everyone came to your house.
Yep.
If you weren't supposed to be there, I had a bouncer who was going to bounce you right up out of there.
No, they never got a chance to come in. I mean, cheerleaders would come to our door, and they'd have her husbands there. It's like, who's that? That's my husband. Well, you can come in, but he can't. And she said, well, I'll see you in about 3 hours, buddy. That's a little joke.
Yeah. But we really do appreciate you coming in and just giving us these stories. This was awesome. This was great. I remember you as a kid, huge fan, and this is just a treat for us to have you come on this show.
I appreciate it. Thank you all very much. God bless y'all.
Man, thank you, man. Appreciate it, Jim. And next time, we're going to get some of those Miami stories, too. Because it's all about the U.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait to get that one. So,
oh, boy.
Anyway, man.
Wherever you are, right there. It's all about you.
That's it, baby. Hey, thank you guys for always tune in wherever you pick up your podcast, whether it's Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio app. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Hit that share button. Tell a friend to do what, Peanut?
Tell a friend.
There we go, man. Keep showing up, man, wherever you pick up your podcast at. And also, you can always check out the NFL pages, NFL's new YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's not new, but it's just a YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm Peanut Tillman. That's Roman Harper. And that is Jim Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is the NFL Players Second Acts podcast, and we are out.